Amandla matla libena ha monate fela re tshaba nako. Auskidi le bana re a le tshedisa o mama ka Jolly, Mama Matongo, and all the family of Matongo, relatives and friends, siyanduduza nonke. Ba lapala di khasho meloko le metswalle re a le tshedisa kaofela ha lona. Ha ke se tlhompho go moetapele wa rona wa Gauteng, Comrade David Makhura, who's also the Premier of Gauteng. Let me greet the leadership of the African National Congress, all the NEC members and leaders from all structures of the ANC here present, the leadership of the ANC Youth League, COSA, SASCO, and Progressive Youth Alliance here present, baetapele ba ANC Women's League and the Veterans League, the leadership of the Alliance, the SACP, COSATU and SANCO, Kidumedise, all the representatives of our government from all levels, members of parliament, ministers, members of the provincial legislature, MECs, executive mayors here present. Most of them have already been introduced. MMCs who are with us here today, leaders and members from all branches of the Alliance, leaders of civil society organizations, Baruti, business leaders, comrades and friends. It is almost a week since our beloved Comrade Jolidee Matongo, our executive mayor of the city of Joburg, took his last breath. Although we are fervent believers in the old adage that time heals, sadly at this hour, at this moment, time, precious time, has yet to heal our gaping wounds. Up to this day, the pain still cuts deep, and this is likely to be the case for many weeks and months to come. It deeply pains us that our beloved Comrade Jolly is no more. It deeply pains us that today we are speaking of him in the past tense. It deeply pains us that he has left us too soon, while we were still expecting so much more from him. Program Director, our hearts are even heavier on this day as we bid Comrade Jolly our final farewell. To many of us, it is finally dawning that, yes, our gentle giant, our beloved Comrade Jolidee Matongo has departed for good. He has been taken away from us. We will see him no more. However, even in our deepest pain, even as our hearts are heavy, we consider ourselves privileged that in Comrade Jolidee we were in the company of so rare a jewel, who was simultaneously a genuine friend and a comrade, a dependable colleague, an activist to the core, a servant of the people, a servant leader, a patriot to the end, and a well-rounded revolutionary. On this day, we once again extend a hand of comfort to the family of Comrade Jolidee, Auskidi, the wife of Comrade Jolidee, the children, Mama, and the Matongo family, and those who come from KZN, as well as the entire family, your relative, loved ones, and friends. To all of you, we say once more, Agwehlanga Lungehlanga. Your son, your brother, your father, your loved one is now resting in eternal peace. In outlining the task of a cadre in an organization, the Chinese revolutionary and statesman Deng Xiaoping had the following to say: the task of a cadre in a nutshell, or the tasks of the cadre in a nutshell, are two: to serve the people wholeheartedly and to put the interests of people first. Close quote. These words aptly describe who Comrade Jolly was as a member and leader of the African National Congress. He served wholeheartedly. He put the interests of the people first. He exhibited some of the finest qualities required by our movement. We counted him amongst the finest within our ranks. In him we saw a bright future for our country and our movement. We are proud to say that Comrade Jolly was a product of the Congress movement. Like many in his generation, he was a child of the movement. He grew up within the movement. The Congress movement was his second home. It was his life. From a tender age as a teenager, he joined and led the Soweto Student Congress, the Congress of South African Students, the ANC, and the ANC Youth League. From a distance, we admired him as he gradually, step by step, rose through the ranks to become a leader in the greater Johannesburg region, the heartbeat of our country's economy. At all times, he remained disciplined. He remained loyal and continues to work hard. We will always remember Comrade Jolly for his humility and calm demeanor. Death, cruel death, has robbed us of his boundless energy, his steadfastness, his professionalism, and his never-die spirit. We always admired his warmth and his compassion, especially for the poor and marginalized. We admired his passion for youth development. We took note of the work he did to advance the genuine empowerment of women. We drew strength from his ability to serve the African National Congress, not for personal glory, nor distinction. We will miss his passion for building an inclusive city of Johannesburg, working with everybody, including opposition parties. A city where no one is left behind. Being the true revolutionary that Comrade Jolly was, he was never found wanting or at a loss when responding to a particular situation. He always applied the correct tools of analysis. He was able to isolate the essentials from the non-essentials. He knew exactly where to focus. He had the ability to put his finger on the correct pulse. He was never out of step. He never lost touch with the important issues. He never lost touch with the people. Comrades and friends, the highest tribute and the greatest monument we could ever build for Comrade Jolly is to redouble our efforts in our ongoing endeavor to renew, revive, and build a strong, united, and ethical African National Congress. Even when the odds are heavily stacked against us, we must never tire to spread the message of unity and renewal. This we must do because it is only a renewed and united African National Congress that will do justice to the proud legacy of comrades of a higher caliber like Comrade Jolidee Matongo. Equally, comrades, in honor of Comrade Jolie, we must work hard to secure a decisive victory for the African National Congress in the upcoming local government elections. There shall be no better gift to Comrade Jolie than the ANC emerging victorious in the city of Johannesburg, and indeed in all the metros and everywhere else in our country. Inspired by the legacy of Comrade Jolie, let us go back to our branches, our wards, and to our communities in general, and spread the message that it is only the African National Congress that will ensure a better and accelerated service delivery for all. A victory for the ANC in the city of Johannesburg and everywhere in the country means further progress in improving the quality of life of the people of our country. A victory for the African National Congress means defending the gains of our revolution. As we engage with the people, we must own up to our own challenges. We must not deny nor seek to hide anything from the people. We must humble ourselves and accept our mistakes. However, despite all of this, we must continue to make the point that the African National Congress is a party of progress, the party of development, and the party of improved service delivery. Program Director, as I conclude, I wish to refer to the second book of Timothy, chapter 4, verse 7, where Apostle Paul had the following to say, and I quote, "I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. Henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me on that